Hello everyone, my name is Caro. It's so good to have you here, and I'm delighted that you could join me on tonight's journey. If you like what you hear, please remember to like, comment and subscribe. This recording is a story-based or meditative experience that steadily unfolds as it allows you to let go of your day with the added benefit of some, personal attention before your thoughts gradually recede into rest. Participate to whatever extent you want or need to, and follow along with my words or suggestions, and you can gradually let yourself drift into a deep sleep. Tonight's file is a journey in a more literal sense. I've always been a fan of trained meditations, so I thought I'd put my own spin on it, as it were, with a little bit more emphasis on just how hypnotic they can be. This file also introduces a new character, so if you like character-driven narratives or trained meditations, or both, you're going to love this file, and I hope you do. You might see more of the aforementioned new character in future videos, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's focus on their introduction tonight. And with that, welcome to Mousemerised, a sanctuary supporting safety, stillness and sleep. This is a voyage aboard the Starlight Express. Before we get into that, here are your disclaimers. This recording is for recreational purposes only. I am an amateur hypnotist and do not claim to treat, cure or prevent any illness or condition. Please avoid listening to this file while doing anything active, such as driving or operating heavy machinery. Secondly, there is a real voice behind these words, and real words spoken by this voice. There is no place for artificial intelligence in the sleep hypnosis and meditation space, and it is best countered by authorial integrity. With those reminders out of the way, let's begin, shall we? Greetings, everyone. Before we depart, please make sure that you're listening to this in a comfortable position. Could be on a couch, in a chair, maybe even in your bed. That would be ideal, because this file will leave you to fall asleep at the end, drifting off to the sound of a cradling train carriage and soothing ambient music in the background. Please make sure you've made your preparations before we go any further, because there are no stops we have to make, no stations to pull into. Our only destination is deep, deep sleep. If you need to make any further adjustments or preparations, pause this recording now and return to it once you're done. Doors will be closing shortly. Thank you. If you needed to hear it, please know that you have done everything you can today, and it is now time to set it aside and let yourself drift into a gentle, permissive state of trance and sleep. The past and future are both out of reach right now. All we have is this moment. So if you could, I'd like you to focus in on who you are and where you are right now, because that's all that really matters. Just focus in on yourself as your mind centers on the essence of who you are, starting to prepare for a relaxing journey into slumber with my voice and words as your guide. Pay as much or as little attention as you'd like. If it is rest, relaxation or trance you seek, I can help you achieve your goals. Just follow along and listen to my voice and words, allowing them to wash over you like falling rain as our journey begins. You can see yourself sitting down in a chair on a train platform. It's late at night, with the time rapidly approaching 11 p.m. You've been looking forward to this all evening, as you've been needing to get away somewhere, needing to relieve the stress and tension that's been building up inside you all week. The bags under your eyes indicate you've been struggling to sleep recently. Maybe it was just one bad night, or two, or three, but you've decided to take some unusual measures to deal with it, even if just for tonight. It even seems worth braving some late night rain for. You see, there's a very particular train that stops at this station every so often, and you just so happen to catch it. It's a strange one. It seemingly has no fixed schedule, and all it seems to do is handle overnight journeys. It must be a sleeper train then, you think. All you know of it is its name, the Starlight Express. It sounds like an ideal way to let go for a little while. Just thinking of this comforting, soporific train ride that you'll soon be embarking upon is enough to help you relax a little bit. You look around you. Nobody else is waiting. It's just you on the platform, listening to the seconds on the station clock as they slowly tick by. All of a sudden, you hear the sound of a horn, and you look up to see headlights gradually approaching. It takes a moment while the locomotive trundles into view, but you notice that there's something remarkably old-fashioned about it. It expels thick clouds of steam as it nears the platform, its striking purple and gold paintwork catching your eye as you make out the metallic plaque affixed to its side. This is indeed the Starlight Express. It's the train that you've been waiting for. You hardly expected one of those steam engine trains. A little bit old-fashioned, but certainly distinctive. You stand up as it comes to a halt, approaching the head of the train. Presenting your ticket to the inspector, giving them a bemused sort of smile, they stamp it and allow you to board. Proceeding through the corridor into the first carriage, you're surprised to find that only the right side of the carriage has seats. Opposite, there have been compact beds installed, spacious enough for 2 people, yet still occupying the space where, for instance, additional seats and a table would be. There's no space for baggage. Just as well, you only brought yourself. Complete with pillows, blankets, and even a bedside table. There's a kind of cozy, minimalist look to them that is similarly eye-catching. What's more, they seem to be rather comfortable even now, and you haven't laid down in one yet. Looking around you again, you notice that the carriage is empty. That is, aside from one other occupant. You were too busy taking in the rather unique layout of the train when you came aboard to notice them. Easy to miss, either way. Sitting right at the back, their hair done up in a ponytail, they observed your initial impressions of this mysterious train with interest. At least for now, they've decided to mind their own business. Unaware of their presence, you proceed to what you thought was your reserved seat, but actually turned out to be your reserved bed, about halfway down the carriage. You reach it just as you hear the horn blow again. The doors close, and the train gradually pulls out of the station, slowly at first, then picking up a little bit of speed as your journey begins. The sleeper train is on its way to whatever destination. You don't know where you're going, but you're happy to be along with the ride, and that you get to sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. At least in theory. It's quite a nice place to be, after all. Looking over your bed, you take a deep breath and notice the familiar scent of lavender coming from the sheets and pillows. It's a rather reassuring fragrance, and it puts you at ease a little more as you pull back the covers and start to get ready for bed in whatever way works best for you. You get into bed, pulling the covers over yourself and trying your best to adjust to this new sleeping space. Having settled into a steady speed, the train's carriage gently rocks this way and that as it chugs along. You smile, noting that the bed is every bit as comfortable as it looked moments ago. It should be a perfect place to get a very much needed night's sleep. Again, at least in theory. In practice, it's not quite so simple. You spend a few minutes tossing and turning, trying to wind down but having little success. And your frustrations pique the interest of the other passenger in this carriage, who clears their throat to catch your attention. "Excuse me," they say, their voice soft. "Is everything all right over there?" You sit up, turning your head in their direction. "May I help you?" you ask, surprised they are engaging with you in the first place, as they had seemed the type to keep themselves to themselves for the duration of this journey. "Well, that's the thing," they respond, standing up and making their way over to your bed. It looks to me like you are the one in need of help. Would I be incorrect in that assumption? You're caught off guard by this perceptive stranger and shake your head, unable to keep from smiling. I thought so. You don't look like you're in the best condition at the moment, and I can provide assistance with that. After all, what good is a ride on a sleeper train when you're unable to sleep? They take a seat opposite you, and you notice how well they're dressed, wearing a pinstripe suit and square spectacles. It takes a moment for you to register. There are all kinds of creatures coming and going in this world, and this one has a particularly feline appearance. Their fur is dotted with patches of white, black and orange. They look at you over the top of gold glasses, giving you a soft smile as you catch a glimpse of their emerald eyes and notice the blue star-shaped pendant hung around their neck. What's your name? They ask in a curious tone of voice. Much like you, they hadn't been expecting company on this trip. Somewhat distracted by the movement of the carriage, back and forth, managing to keep perfect time somehow, you respond in a tired manner, unable to suppress a yawn. And they give you a sympathetic look, saying that it's a pleasure to meet you, before introducing themselves as Tabi. I know, they add with a small sigh. It's short for Tabitha. You may have noticed I am in fact a calico. I shortened it, less gendered that way. But well, my parents were clearly having a laugh when they picked it. The cat tells you through glittering eyes. I don't know how I've managed it, but I seem to be somewhat of a regular passenger on the Starlight Express. Your first time, I take it? You nod, impressed by the way in which they seem to carry themselves. Maybe this thing sees how many people are in need of my services and keeps calling me back. Perhaps. I'm a hypnotist, you see. More of a therapeutic one by trade, but I've helped many clients with sleep difficulties in the past. Tabi stretches a little, and you find yourself doing the same, almost involuntarily. You're fascinated by them. You're not the first passenger I've taken under my wing here, so to speak, and I suspect you won't be the last. But I'd be happy to give you a little nudge into sleep, if you'd be so kind as to let me. You give Tabi a quizzical look. A hypnotist? I've never tried it, but your puzzled expression deepens as you think on it a moment. I'm unsure that stuff would ever work on me. Hypnosis is a little outside my comfort zone, you explain, trailing off into another yawn. Oh, first timer, Tabi murmurs, smiling. It's funny you should mention your comfort zone, because comfort is something I pride myself on providing, even to skeptics. You don't need to have any previous experience with hypnosis in order to relax. Just follow my guidance. You can do that, right? They ask, green eyes twinkling as, for the first time, they meet yours. You're slightly surprised by the depth of those eyes, and you're so tired at this stage that you can just about tear your gaze away from them for a moment as you try to collect your thoughts, such as they are. It wouldn't hurt to give it a try, you think. Admittedly, you do need a proper night of sleep. Perhaps Tabi is onto something? I suppose I could, you relent, a trace of nervousness evident on your face, which they notice. In response, they shake their head. There's no need to be nervous. You've been relaxing the whole time you've been talking to me, haven't you? You check yourself. It may only be slight, but you do feel less tense than you did a few moments ago. All you need to do is focus and let me do the work for you. Tabi taps the pendant around their neck, drawing your attention to it as they continue speaking in that soft, sing-song tone of voice. Just let the gentle swaying of the carriage help you to let go more and more, and keep your eyes on the pendant. They instruct, voice gently rising and falling in conversing waves. Every time their voice drops, a little bit more of the stress and tension in your mind and body melts away. They remove the pendant from around their neck and hold it out in front of you. You don't need to do anything, I promise, they reassure you. Just focus on the pendant and listen to the sound of my voice. They begin to swing the pendant from side to side, and a curious thing happens. The inside of the pendant is illuminated by twinkling stars, as if on cue. You gasp softly, tired eyes already starting to track the movements of the glittering pendant as it sways back and forth. Tabi smiles, standing up and moving a little closer to you, so you can see more of the shimmering stars within that midnight blue gem. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to the patterns, the lights seeming to have a life of their own as the pendant continues to rock and sway to and fro, matching the speed of the swaying carriage. Your attention is fixed on the pendant, and you barely realize that the gem's movements have synced up with those of your carriage on this mysterious train. When Tabi speaks again, their voice, as melodic as ever, is noticeably softer. That's right. Follow the pendant and focus on my voice. When you boarded this train, you left all your cares and worries behind you. There's no space for baggage here, literal or otherwise. It's just you and me and this pendant, left and right, back and forth. That's right. Letting all those thoughts float away. Everything else will be right there when you need it, if they're anywhere. You left them on the platform before boarding, but you'll find they'll be right here in the morning. No need to pay any heed to them right now anyway. Just focus, just relax, just breathe slowly in and out. Very good, there we go. Tabi's here. Tabi will take good care of you. Hush now. That's it. There's such a relaxing, soothing atmosphere on this sleeper train, isn't there? You can't deny that there's some truth to their words. The longer you focus on the pendant and allow the background noise of the rolling, rocking Starlight Express to embed itself in your subconscious mind, the less you want to pay attention to anything other than what's in front of you right at this moment. You find yourself nodding in a dazed, distracted fashion, your eyes seeming to glaze over, watching as the pendant sways under Tabi's guidance. That's it. Very good. Sleepy, shimmering starlight filling your vision as the train and pendant sway in perfect unison. With every word I speak, you find your conscious mind able to slow down a little more, letting the tone and cadence of my words help you to let go. Relaxing deeper and deeper. That's it, dear. Very good. You're right where you belong. You're right here with me. A warm, soft bed, listening to a warm, soft voice. Your thoughts feel warm and soft too, don't they? Warm, soft. You settle deeper into the bed, yawning again in spite of yourself, as your eyelids begin to feel heavy. Tabi smiles. Warm, soft, sleepy. Focusing on the pendant as it swings from left to right and back and forth. tracking it with your sleepy eyes, letting any thoughts become foggy and distant as your attention remains on me and my voice. You know you need to sleep, dear one. Just let the Starlight Express work its magic, watching and listening, rocking and swaying, deeper and deeper, feeling better and better. You don't need to do a single thing. Just relax and let your mind drift. You're safe here with me. Don't worry. Don't fret. Tabi's got you. All I need to do is count down from 5 to 1. And when I reach 1, you can allow your eyes to close and let yourself gradually be lulled to sleep. You can barely stay awake as it is. Just listen to me and let your thoughts melt away under the sway of my pendant. That sing-song voice of theirs is utterly mesmerizing. The pendant, carriage, and even the feline's tail swaying back and forth together, keeping perfect time. 5. Starting to slip into sleep. 4. Deeper and deeper, relaxing more and more. 3. Tabi's here. Tabi will take good care of you. 2. Knowing that you can close your eyes with the next number. And 1. That's it. Let those eyes close, my dear. Close your eyes for me. Sleep on this sleepy sleeper train. Sleep. Sleep. There we go. That's it. Overcome by weariness, you allow Tabi to guide you into slumber, eyes sliding closed as you settle in for sleep. They bring the pendant to a halt, sparkling starlight fading away as they place it back around their neck. Smiling, Tabi tucks you in, their paw brushing across your forehead in a way that immediately puts you at ease and melts away the remainder of your resistance to their hypnosis. You find that you can think of nothing except dropping deep into sleep. And Tabi has brought you here on this enchanting train. Their next words are delivered in a whisper as they give your head a playful pat or two. Breathe in the soothing scent of lavender and let yourself be lulled to sleep by the magic of the Starlight Express. The carriage rocks back and forth, cradling you to sleep. That's it. No thinking, no thoughts, just listen to my voice, let it wash over you and give you one last push into sleep. Maybe we'll meet again someday, but until then, good night, sleep well, sweet dreams. I hope they're perfect for you. Very